All right, guys, we're back for another mini set review. We have Rev here, and we're gonna cover these cards, and I think some of them look a little bit OP. You know, Rev? I don't know. They're bringing back the dual
Looking at one right
class.
now.
The dual class is kind of
Yeah, it's
interesting.
pretty cool.
So we'll start with the Death Knight. And I hope your New Year was good too. I heard you're not playing any more games. You hear that, guys? Rev's betrayed us. Is left and gone to greener pastures. That's cool.
I know. Get in shape and find the girl of my dreams,
Oh, that's an important thing. Get in shape for sure, because you only live once. A girl hopefully will come sooner or later. Assuming you find a nice one, right? That's kind of hard, man.
Dude.
A lot of issue, but we're not here to talk about dating.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. Or they don't know what they want. Ooh, shouldn't have said that. But anyways, Death Knight. So,
dang, no dating podcast.
We should do one. That'd be a interesting topic. All right. So first up, 3 mana, mismatched fossils. So discover a beast and an undead. Swap their stats. Is that good? It could be, I guess. Get a.
So this reminds me of Switcheroo.
Yeah, it does.
Which I mean, you pulled
play.
from your deck, so you got to actually build around it. But you probably use this in a similar kind of way, like you're trying to get a high cost thing with a powerful effect or just a lot of stats, and then discover another thing that's cheap, right?
And
then you get one card that you get to cheat out, and then the other card's kind of like bricked in your hand.
Yeah. Well, it might work.
Probably never played it. But if you're getting like a 1-drop beast and like an 8-drop dead or something.
Yeah, so it could possibly. And remember that Switcheroo did see play, so. Interesting card. We're going to have to see how that works out. So next up is a Hunter and Death Knight card. 6 mana, 4/6 with Taunt. Death Rattle. Summon 2 random Death Rattle minions that cost 3 or less. All right, so that's good value, right? And it's good against brawls.
Yeah. This is the strongest and most handsome card of the set by far.
Yeah, I like it, actually. Who's going to use it more? Death Knight, probably. Oh, I don't know. Hunter likes Death Rattles too, but not as. I think.
I'm joking. You missed the joke.
Oh yeah.
It's an Obsidian Revenant. It's named after me. It's
the
strongest card.
Jesus. Yeah, you're right. It is.
But in all seriousness, though, it is like a high friction.
Yeah.
So it could be kind of annoying.
It could be. I think it's not bad. I think Death Knight will probably use it more than Hunter.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But we'll have to decide which classes are going to use it more. Yeah. I think this leans towards the Death Knight side more than Hunter. We'll have to see. Oh, look at this. Prosthetic hand.
It feels too slow for Hunter.
Yeah, it does. Hunter likes other stuff. Either shooting a lot of arcane or a bunch of stuff hitting face, not so much waiting around. 3 mana, 3/1. This is Paladin in Death Knight, which is interesting. It's magnetic, reborn. Ooh, that's usually very good. Can magnetize to mech or undead. Interesting. That's the first time we've ever seen that. Huh?
Flavor on this is super cool.
It is. It's a 3/1, so it's a little weak on stats, but it'll latch onto something which kind of fits its theme. It's a hand prosthetic. Yeah, I like it. Paladin probably definitely. This actually is good with hero power. Well, no, you wouldn't want it in the hero power of the Death Knight because it's going to die. But yeah, you never know. Maybe you do it to get a good trade, potential sneaky lethal. You never know. So I like this actually a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. My only concern is like, so if you ignore the magnetic, right? Because sometimes you're not going to have
a target. You're right.
Sometimes you're not going to have a target, right? If you ignore the magnetic, it's just a 3 mana 3/1 reborn,
which isn't that
which
good.
is basically Scarlet Crusader, right? It's basically a 3/1 Divine Shield at that point. So this can be pretty weak if you're just, if you've been going second and your opponent's been trading down your board. you haven't been able to stick something, that kind of situation, um,
You're right.
can be kind of weak.
You're right.
So
It
it
depends.
seems all right though.
Yeah, I do like how it can do either or. That's kind of nice. Next up
Yeah.
is Death Knight and Paladin. Again, 2 mana mining casualties. All right. Summon 2/1/1 Silverhand recruits with Death Rattles. Summon a 1/1 ghoul, frail ghoul. That's pretty good. Wasn't there a
Yeah.
card, the
So when
Paladin?
yeah, Lost in the Jungle,
Yeah, and that
or
saw
I
play
mean,
or
there's a
something.
few cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this. You like, I mean, dude, it's much better than your hero power for
Yeah.
either.
So when I first saw this, I was thinking, okay, so you're getting 4/1/1s for 2. Like that's like okay, nothing to write home about. But then I realized the frail ghouls are they're the same as the Death Knight hero power. So they have rush. I mean, they
Uh,
have charge technically.
oh, that's actually good.
Yeah. So you get to trade your 1/1s off on your turn, then rush into more stuff. Kill like a 4/4 or something if you
Yeah,
need to.
I like it.
So when you take that into account, plus like you can magnetize it and some other stuff. Be strong.
Yeah, it is pretty strong and definitely see some play. Do you think both classes will use it more? It's definitely Paladin, I think. I don't know about.
Um,
I don't know if
I
Death
mean,
Knight's.
Death Knight does kind of want. I mean, if they're playing Unholy, they do kind of want the
Yes.
bodies
Yep.
mainly, right? It's 4 bodies for 1 card for
Yeah.
corpses.
All right. Yeah, you're right. I don't think Frost would be interested, but notice a lot of unholy support, unofficial, even though they don't put the runes on. Imagine if they put the runes and Paladin could use it. Oh, thinking of runes here. This is a Blood Frost 4 mana 3/3. Okay, not bad. Lifesteal's good. Freeze any character damaged by your hero. Okay, I like this. This could lock something down. You get a little bit of healing. It has enough attack to probably get some trades. That's a good weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't Death Knight have a way to buff their weapon. So if it's a 4/4, yeah, that's even better. 4 attack, 4 durability. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I know they have a
Yeah,
discover thing where discover a weapon. So yeah, this is a good weapon.
yeah. It's a little hard to conceptualize like how good this is.
Yeah.
Just because usually you freeze stuff with spells so that
Yep.
their minions can't hit face, right? But now you're like re-hitting their stuff to freeze it. You also
That
get the life steal. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Like how good is this? I'm not sure.
yeah,
Could be
exactly.
really
And
good.
what's cool is you could
It might
lock
be
lock
kind of crap.
yeah. You could lock down like Shaman, the Highlander Shaman, so they can't get those turtle I mean the
Freeze their face. Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, this is like warriors. Maybe I don't know so much. Who else likes to attack? So rogue. I mean, you can lock down rogue. Yeah, so this could do some work. And if you buff, it's even better. So you can lock things down for a while. Like you're right, minions. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how good this is. I think it's gonna see play for sure. Yeah, the Death Knight cards overall, I think they're good. No, I don't see anyone particularly. The weakest is probably potentially the hand, or the hand could be really good. It depends. So you're right. It's a little bit more reliant on
Yeah.
a
Like
board.
yeah. Jokes aside, I'm a little skeptical of the Revenant. Just because a lot of times on turn 6 is the point when you're going to need to be clearing the board rather than just playing a pile of stats.
Yes, it's true. Hold on 1 second, guys. I need to let the dog out. Hold on. All right. So Death Knight cards are pretty cool. I do agree that you're right. The 6 drop might be
A little bit of a
questionable, but
mixed bag, I think.
yeah. What was that?
Said it's a little bit of a mixed bag, but mining casualties is definitely strong.
Yep. And the prosthetic hand would probably be decent, but it's reliant. Yeah, if you don't have anything on board, it's kind of. But anyways, let's Demon Hunter time. Ooh, they get a location. Crimson. 4 mana 2, so it has 2 uses. Choose a damaged minion. Summon a copy of that goes dormant for 1 turn. That's kind of a control card too, because it doesn't say yours. It could be um what's it called? You could lock down a big huge minion you can't deal with for a couple turns, so that's decent. I don't know. Is there any
Yeah.
kind of combo that they would want to make their? Maybe it's a on their end they don't want a minion to die, so they protect it.
Mm.
What do you think about this? It's interesting.
This is, this is a weird one because it's I mean, if you're gonna copy something really juicy, you're having to play the location beforehand, probably.
Yeah.
Which then like basically makes your minion any minion you play have taunt because your opponent's
Yeah.
gonna
Interesting.
rush to kill it.
This kind of
So
seems.
it's very telegraphed in that way.
Yeah.
Um,
The only thing is, I could think maybe an OTK deck or something. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but
yeah,
it's
so
definitely interesting.
it's probably best with rush,
Yeah.
so you avoid it. Like so, like they can't just like, I mean, unless they're playing a deck where they're never gonna play anything for you to rush into. Um, you should be able to copy
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it's a little expensive too. If it was three, probably be a little bit better. But we'll see. Of course, they can always buff
I'm
it.
also not sure exactly how it works, but I'm pretty sure if you think I'm not sure if you copy a minion with rush, if the copy like obviously the copy has rush, it has the keyword, but will the rush already be used up?
Yeah, that's a
Not
question
sure on
because
that.
this could be look. And it's also warrior, by the way, so that could be some kind of OTK madness for the warrior. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on this thing. I'm pretty sure people will do some good theory crafting, come up with some juicy lists. Burning Hearts, another warrior and demon hunter. It's a fire spell, 1 mana, deal 2 damage to a mini wall, 1 mana for 2. It's usually pretty good. If it survives, give your hero plus 3 attack this turn. Whoa, okay, and it's a minion, meaning you could do it to your own minion if you need to. Yeah, this is going to see play, Rev. It's pretty optimal early game removal if need be. And if it survives, you could, yeah, OTK synergies or just burst in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, good card. Who
Yeah, I mean
I
it's 1 mana, it's 1 mana deal 5.
Yeah, really good. Definitely Warrior will definitely be using it because they've kind of been messing around with more fire stuff and they need more fire support anyway. So yeah, Demon Hunter. I'm pretty sure Demon Hunter will be interested in it as well. Yeah, good card. I don't see any reason why you'd never play it. Ooh, look at this. A rogue Demon Hunter. So it's a 1 mana 1/1 horrible. Rush. Okay, battle cry. Uh well, it's not so bad with rush, I guess. Take your weapon and gain its stats. Death row, give it back. Oh, wow. Okay. So you could do some shenanigans with this. It could potentially be removal. Yeah, that's a very flexible card. It kind of fits the rogue more than I think. I don't know. Demon Hunter has a lot of weapons too. Yeah, I like this. It's a good card.
Yeah.
And elemental in
Yeah,
case that
so
matters.
usually weapons are higher in attack than durability.
Yes, sir.
So this guy's usually gonna die uh to whatever it's trading into.
Yeah.
But it's a 1 drop, so like who cares?
Yep.
Um it's pretty solid. I mean, you basically just get an extra swing out of your weapon that you don't have to take damage to your face with.
Very true. I like it.
I think it's pretty good.
Oh, look at this card. 2 mana, 1/2. After your hero attacks, draw a card. Well, that's really good. It'll definitely see play in aggressive decks. And that's Rogue too, by the way. By the way, Rogues love being able to hero power. One, it's basically upgraded hero power alone, plus draw. Yeah, this is definitely going to see play. It's a good weapon.
Yeah.
And
Not bad. The only possible concern is there's so much premium card draw in Demon
true.
Hunter that like you can't run all of it.
Yeah.
So
Maybe more of
but it's definitely
aggressive.
solid, and some of the stuff wants you to like dump your hand. Like I'm thinking of the sigil that draws 3
Yeah.
cards at the start of your turn. Like some of the card draw wants you to like stockpile or like dump your hand and stuff like that. So maybe the fact that you get 2 draws out of 1 card, but you can hold on to it, maybe that's relevant.
Yeah, I like it. And I think Rogue will probably want it a little bit more than Demon Hunter because you're right. Demon Hunter has a lot of good draw right now. Rogue tends to love their draw. So let's see. Next up, 4 mana Fell. Here, this is a Fell spell. It is deal 2 damage to all minions. At the start of your next turn, deal 2 more damage to all minions. Wow, you've never seen a spell do that where it literally does damage and then holds off and does it again. Interesting. I like its flavor, but do you think it's good? It's a little slow, the problem, right?
Dude, I think this card's insane.
Is it? Oh, probably then, yeah.
It's 4 mana deal 4, but it's just on a delay.
All right, yeah. You're right. The only thing, and you know what else I forgot? Is it delays people from possibly playing minions on the board because, well, shit, I don't want my minions to take. Yeah. So, yeah, actually, it's better than I thought. Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah, card's cracked.
Dude, plus you could, what if you put a Thanos on that first turn and you have another spell? Oh, no, you couldn't put another spell minion on the board because it starts at the turn. All right. Yeah, very good. It's a very good spell. It's going to definitely see play.
It's like bullies Paladin, for instance, because you already want to be clearing their board, but then you get to take a bite out of their next.
Oh, yeah.
Play, which is just against Shaman, too. Like, they just never get back on board.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Yeah, you're right, Rev. I don't know why I didn't see it so great, but yeah, it's great.
And then you clear their board a second time, and then you get to reload with initiative.
Yep. Very good spell. What do you think about Demon Hunter overall? I think they're all pretty good cards. The only one I think is iffy is the location. But yeah, all of them are pretty good other than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Here we go. The Druid. Some interesting stuff here. So it's a Priest Druid, 5 mana. Was it Shattered Reflections here? Choose a minion, add a copy to your hand, deck, and battlefield. What does it mean? It means on the story out and play. It's all right. Well,
it can be yours. It can be theirs.
That's not bad, especially if you have some kind of awesome. These type of cards tend to see play, probably more so than to Priest and Druid. Druid doesn't usually copy stuff too much, and this could copy your Titans. Yeah, it can.
Yeah, and remember, if you copy a Titan, you get, or rather, I was not Titan, but if you copy a Colossus, you get. It also summons the appendages.
This is a pretty good card, and it gets it to your hand, deck.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's a really good card. Who do you think offhand's gonna? Definitely Priest. Priest is always about copying crap. Do you think the Druid will? Yeah, the problem is Druids are usually pretty tight, like a Token Druid or Trent Druid, no, but maybe the Dragon Druid, definitely. Yeah, okay. Definitely going to mess around with this.
Reminds me of that one Druid legendary, I forget her name, that copies your hand or your minions in play.
Oh, yeah, God, what's her name?
And that gets played even though it's kind of win more.
Yeah. So yeah,
it's just there's enough games where you ramp and you play a big thing and they can't answer it and then you copy your board, right? Like there's enough games where that happens without getting you killed.
Yeah.
So therefore it gets a slot in the deck.
Correct. Definitely see play. I can't wait to see what shenanigans people come up. Another Priest Druid. Pendant of Earth. Okay, just 3 mana. Discover a minion from your deck. Gain armor equal to its cost. Yeah, this is good.
I feel like
it kind of, and it does it put it into your? No, it doesn't put it into your. Does it put it into your hand, or just you get? It's card draw and then some. Druid loves armor, so yeah, I don't think this is bad. The only thing is, man, we're gonna have to see. Or rotations coming up, so there's gonna be room. But like right now, a lot of these Druid decks are pretty refined. So we'll see. Yeah, I definitely think it's a good card.
It's like a little. I think if this card were 2 mana, it'd be absolutely cracked.
Oh, it would be.
It's like.
Yeah, because
I'm not like totally sold on it.
Because that's what I'm trying to.
A little pricey.
I'm trying to see what does druids do on turn 3. They ramp, right? Potentially, or they play a mini. If dragon druid plays, yeah, like right now, I don't know if dragon druid want to do this because dragon druid's about putting minion every turn. Maybe the Highlander list will like this. Yeah, Highlander list will probably
Yeah.
like this, but the traditional dragon druid, I don't think so because that's barely even has ramp nowadays. They've kind of dropped everything. It's just all minion based, which is awesome. So
Yeah, for Highlander, it would give you some added consistency of being able to find your
yeah,
one-offs that you need.
exactly. Yeah, I like
But
it.
yeah, for 3, it's like because so much of the strength of Discover is like, oh shit, I don't have anything to like. I want to do this turn. I need to fill out my curve, like
Yeah.
and that's where like the 1 mana Discoverers especially are really good.
Yes, sir.
Um,
And like I said, rotation's coming, so there's going to be more room. But I definitely think the Highlander will like it. And plus, Highlander loves to delay, getting extra armor. Potentially, if you greedy, if you do anything 5 costs and above, decent amount of heal of armor. So yeah, I like it. Definitely, I don't know how many. It'll definitely not go in all the decks, but it's definitely has potential. Look at this Warlock and Druid 4 mana. Oh, this one now. Talk about broke. So it's a 4 mana 6/8 taunt. Choose one. Discard 2 cards. Okay, that's synergy for the Warlock, not so much for Druid. Druid doesn't like that. Or destroy one of your mana crystals. Shit, man. I would do that. Destroy the mana crystals for a 6/8 with taunt. Forge. Do neither.
yeah,
Wow. So if you forge this, tell me that isn't premium stats.
yeah.
I like this card a lot.
There's
Actually, I like it.
also it, it's yeah, it's pretty good stats. There's also a lot of times where like if you're playing this late enough, a lot of times you're not going to need to forge it
Correct.
because you're
Yeah,
warlock
turn
and you
10.
jump from hand, or you're druid and you're like, well, it's turn 10. Like, who cares if I lose a mana
Destroy a mana.
crystal?
Yeah. And this is a type of
So
card, like you said, if you get it late game, you're not going to really care because it's freaking
yeah,
premium stats.
so I think the only time you really have to forge it is like in the mid game.
Correct.
If it's
Uh,
gonna break up, if not doing so is gonna like break up your curve or discard something important,
yeah, I love this
then you
card.
forge it. But yeah, this is
Yeah.
flexible.
Yeah, especially in Druid, like Highlander probably like it to slow things down. Even, I don't think pure Dragon Druid will like it because you want dragons, but
Yeah.
who knows? Rotation's
There's
coming,
also
so
just there's also just the fact that like sometimes you're discarding something that you want to discard, right?
correct. Yeah, a really cool card. I like it. It does fit both classes. So, I mean, Druid never wants to discard, but the mana crystals, Druid side, the discard's Warlock. All right, another one, Trog, Gem Tosser, 3 mana, 3/2. This one I saw, I was kind of not interested on this one. Final, deal 1 damage to a random enemy for each of your mana crystals. Well, if you're doing it, the final, you have none, right?
Finale.
Sorry, finale. Why did I say finale? But the finale, you're not going to have any mana, right? Or is it? Or
No,
is
no,
it?
it's I'm pretty sure it's going off of your
Oh,
total your
so.
max mana crystal.
Oh, okay, good, good. I was going to say, but you would never want to play this at turn 3 because you do only 3. Oh, I guess 3 damage isn't too bad. I like this card. Do you think it's good? I think it is. Late game, it's not bad at
Love
all.
it.
Yeah, interesting card. I like
Yeah,
it.
I mean it's also it's only to minions, it doesn't go face, so that helps its
What?
consistency a lot.
Yeah.
Or no,
Another thing.
never mind. Never mind. It's random enemy.
So
It's
it
not
can go to
enemy.
face, yeah. So, but you can
Yeah,
set
so
up trades to kind of. So this kind of could be some little sneaky lethal stuff. It doesn't work with spell power, I'm assuming, because it's not a spell. Oh, imagine if it.
yeah.
I like it.
It's good output, but obviously higher in the later in the game you get, it's gonna be more difficult to the, the finale sometimes.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be difficult to like get it hit for 10.
Yeah,
But
big
the fact
time.
that it can hit for 10 sometimes is kind of scary, right?
Yes, sir. I like it. Interesting card. I'll see some shenanigans with this. Okay, next one is Crystal Cluster 6 mana. Gain 3 anti-mana crystals. Any that can't fit, summon a 3/7 elemental. Oh wow, okay, this is kind of good at late game, right? Because then, bam, you could yeah, a very interesting card. I like it.
So you either ramp straight to 10, or you play it later and you ramp to 10 and get a couple of 3/7s.
This will definitely see play.
It seems really good, right? This is
Yeah,
really good.
really good.
Like
Yeah, I
really,
like it.
really good.
Yeah, give Druid what they need, more ramps. So this is beautiful, man. People are gonna probably gonna.
Like it doesn't have the flexibility of Nourish, but like there's just a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah, it's
a lot of stuff going on.
yeah. But usually the only thing, yeah, I like it. I think you'll definitely see play. The only thing is by turn 6, if you're just doing 6 mana and it doesn't get anything out of it, it's a little slow. But I think it's good. I definitely see some play. Definitely.
Well, ideally, you're playing this on turn 4 or 5, right?
Yeah. Ah, you're right. Exactly.
When you think about it that way, you know.
It's not that bad. Well, the Druid cards are good. I like them all. I don't see there's anyone here that's particularly bad. Yeah, they're all good. The only thing is, like you said, the Earth one 2 mana would be great. But other than that, yeah, they're good. I really like the Guardian. I think that's an elemental tag just in case that ever matters. Not so much for Druid or Warlock, but it's there. Yeah, I have really good cards. It's going to be fun. Now let's see the Hunter, your favorite class, Rev. Ooh, Mage and Hunter, 3 mana, Elemental, Companion, Summoner, Random. Oh, Elemental. So let me guess, they're just like the Beast version, but just Elementals, right?
They're named after them, but they're different.
They're here. Let's see.
Oh, this is annoying. If you click on the card, it doesn't have the pop up.
Oh, it does. There it goes. What is it here? So, so it's 3 mana, 3/2. So it's different effects. Okay, 4 mana, 4/2. Your spells cost 1 less. Well, Mage's gonna love that. 3 mana, 2/4 spell power plus 2. Ooh, that's really good. And this cannot be targeted by. It's a 3 mana 4/4. Okay, decent card, dude. Like it. It's going to see play.
Yeah,
probably more.
Plus 2 is kind of crazy.
I think since spell hunters are a thing now, that both sides will definitely see it and play it. Good stuff. Ooh, 5 mana 5/5. So it's a shaper here. Costs 1 less for each spell you have cast while holding. So this could potentially be a 0 mana 5/5, and it's a Naga and an elemental at the same time. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. It'll probably see play.
Yeah, this really fits what Hunter likes to do right now.
Well, big time. I think Hunter probably love it even more than Mage. And it is an elemental Mage. There's kind of those type of decks, so there's that. Yeah, good. And it's there's definitely gonna see play. Jeez,
there's also just the fact that like sometimes you have 1 or 2 of these in your opening hand. And then you get to play out the coin and spells in the first couple turns, and then bam, a couple of free 5/5.
Yep.
You know?
Beautiful. Mismatched fossils. Oh, as we already seen this before. It's to discover a beast and an undead, swap their stats. That's from earlier. Oh, here we go. Didn't we see this too? 6 mana 4/6. Yeah, we saw that, so that's easy. Last but not least, 1 mana shot here, deal 1 damage, summon a random minion of that. All right, that's arcane, by the way. That's a good thing. Yeah, you not only do you shoot something, but you get a 1-drop.
This is really, really fucking good.
Yes, dude, it's really, really good, especially with Hunter.
Yeah, it scales with spell power.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say that. Yeah, so it's even better if it's 2 or 3. Oof, what a good card. Man, I'm telling you.
Support for what Hunter already wants to do.
Yeah. And it's damage. It could go face, by the way, guys, not just a minion. All right. Yeah. Hunter's definitely
it doesn't it's not able to go face. It goes face.
There's no question. Yeah, you're right. So true.
It's like these things going on here.
So true.
This is the game where we trade.
So true. And all their cards are good. I don't see any. The only thing is the 6/4/6 might be a little questionable, but the rest are very good. Yeah, hunters are getting good love.
Yeah.
Mage. Soul freeze 1 mana. Freeze a minion and its neighbor. Wow, for 1 mana. Okay. Deal damage to your what? Deal damage to your hero equal to the number that are frozen. So it's you get penalized. So if you do 3, that's 3 damage. Ooh. I don't think you're really gonna care that much though. And what other class is this? Rogue? Looks like, is that?
It's Warlock and Mage.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
Warlock and Mage.
Well, both are definitely like this spell. Warlock maybe doesn't like the extra damage, but it's different. Well, Warlock has so much healing, so they don't care. Yeah, good.
This kind of penalizes you for freezing big shit, because if your opponent's got 1/1s and you freeze it, you're still taking that damage.
Yeah.
But if you're
It's
freezing big
interesting.
stuff, then it's
Yeah.
a lot better, relatively speaking.
It's this interesting spell. I like it. No, it'll probably see stuff, especially with control type of delay. We'll have to see what class utilizes it more and stuff like that. Oh, here's 6 mana chaos creation. Deal 6 damage. Summon a random 6 cost minion. Destroy the bottom 6 cards you deck. Fell, by the way. Ooh, I don't think Mage will ever be interested in that. There is synergy with the Warlock right now with all the sludge, that they could fill up a bunch of sludge in the back of their deck, so they can negate. I think it's good. I think Warlock will like it more than Mage. I mean, Deal 6. What was that spell that Mage had? The fire one? Firelands Portal, was it?
Portal.
That's all play, yeah.
That's what I'm wondering, is if this card's just efficient enough, maybe, for Mage to play.
I don't think Mage will.
Have the synergy.
I think Warlock will.
My gut is that they have more broken things they can do.
Yeah, exactly. I could definitely see Warlock being more interested in this, especially with the synergy that they
definitely
have.
Just like as a like a rate for what you're getting though.
Yeah.
Like it's a great arena card for sure.
Oh yeah, arena's good because you don't usually go
to
yeah. We forget about
they probably got Mage's got stronger stuff to do though.
I agree. And then we saw those 2 cards are great. And then the last one is a secret summoning ward, 3 mana secret. When your turn starts, summon a copy of your highest cost. Wow. Obviously, it's situational. You want optimal. So, man, if you have this in your starting hand and you could keep a 10 drop being greedy, ooh, that's pretty good.
No, this copy's a minion in play.
Oh.
Not a minion in your hand.
Oh, I thought it was your hand. Damn, that would be OP. What do you think about this? It's not bad, but it's very situational, right?
Yeah, it's probably gonna sit a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Unactivated, because your opponent's either gonna kill everything if they can, or they're gonna let the
Keep
small
something,
thing live.
yeah. So yeah, it's a little. It might see play, but you're right. It's just too much for people to. It kind of punishes aggro though, because aggro tends to not want to trade. So there's that. But anything like mid range or control is definitely going to want to play around it or kill anyways. So yeah, interesting. Their mage cards are good. 2 of them are questionable. Like for mage, I don't think the creation's a mage type card right now, and the summoning ward. Don't know if it's going to see play. We'll see. Yeah, but interesting. Not too bad. Oh, Rev, your favorite paladin. We already did the hand. We already commented on that. We already did mine. Oh, this is fast. Mining casters. We already talked about that. But look at this, Sir Finley. He's coming back, but this time he is shaman as well. So he's a 3 mana 2/3, keeping those low default stats. Battlecry. If you activated twice, transform all enemy minions to 1/1 warlocks. That's really, really good.
Really good.
Really good, especially late game. You can hold on. So that's optimal removal, dude. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. And not only does it transform, people have to remember that gets the gates death rattles or stuff like that, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, excellent card. I love it. I hope I get it. And the art's pretty cool. Yeah, it's probably one of the best cards in the set so far. Another shaman paladin, 3, and which is interesting. Shaman and paladins don't usually go together, I don't think. Well, maybe because they're kind of healers sometimes. 3 mana. So Shroon Excavate here. So, I love the art. It is give a minion Wind Fury and Divine Shield. Excavate a treasure. Well, it's a little expensive, but excavate treasures are very powerful. So yeah, I like it. Yeah, plus it protects the board, gets trades. Yeah, that's a good card. Do you think it's going to see play though? It's in a tight spot though. Isn't 3 drops highly contested? So
yeah, it's a little definitely pricey.
it is pricey. If it was 2, it'd be perfect.
If you similar to the prosthetic hand, it's like if you don't have any initiative, it's gonna be rough playing that.
Yeah.
To excavate for 3.
Well, if it was 2, it'd be a little bit better to give a minion.
Yeah, so I'm just bringing up the. I need to find the. There's new cards to excavate, right? Because shaman and paladin.
Oh yeah, while you're fighting that, we're gonna look at this.
Excavated legendaries now.
Oh wow, really? We can't wait to see that. 4 mana, 3/4. It's a undead beast. It is Battlecry. Gain 2 random bonus effects. Excavate a treasure. Well, yeah, that's gonna see play. Why not, right? That's a good card. Well, Paladin overall got very good cards. There's 2 questionable ones, but the rest, those other 3 are great. And it probably has one of the best legendaries of the set by far. Really good remove. And then let's.
So I just linked you the shaman and paladin excavate legendaries.
Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
So Azurite Murloc and Azurite Dragon.
Let's see, guys. The new treasures. I always love treasures.
Every 4th excavate you get.
Oh.
These guys.
All right, so we get digging straight down, 4 mana. Deal 8 damage to minion. Excavate treasure. Wow, that's damn good. Ooh, a totem for warrior and shaman. Needle rock totem. 2 mana 0. These are all rewards.
Oh no. So if you go to the image below that, Azurite Murloc and Azurite Dragon.
Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ooh, Elemental Murloc, a 4 mana 5/5 premium stats. Battlecry, transform all your other minions into ones that cost 3 more, keeping their original cost. I don't know why that. Oh, so in case it gets bounced back to your hand. Okay. Yeah, that's
I think it's for stuff like that. It's cost reduced in hand, like Corridor Creeper. So like it's something like Corridor Creeper, like it costs 7, but if you play it for free, it keeps its original cost for evolved purposes, I guess. I think this is just clarifying text of like, okay, the Corridor Creeper costs 7, it goes up to 10, it doesn't cost 0 and go up to 3.
I like it. Yeah, that's a really good reward, by the way. Awesome art. That's very good, dude. RNG, but that really could upgrade your board, heal it. Yeah, very good. I love it.
Yeah. And it's the Death Knight, the Shaman Death Knight.
Yes, sir.
On a body, pretty good.
And then a 4 mana 5/5, a dragon, elemental dragon, Battlecry. Give all other minions in your hand, deck, and battlefield. Wow, and battlefield +3. Well, Rev, that's just. I mean, Jesus, that's just.
You can play that remotely, even remotely early.
Yeah, that's so. Oh, people are gonna hate it. Yeah, Rev, that's just too good. Too good, dude. Yeah, Paladin and Shaman getting some major love. Of these Paladin cards, I think the Paladin will use the Murloc as well. Not the Murloc. Shaman will use the new Sir Finley because that's premium removal for even the shaman. So that's yeah, that's really good. And then that fossilized Kale dude here is gonna see play as well. Ah, your favorite class, Red Priest. So Shadow Ward Steel, 5 mana. It is a what is that? Other I don't know. Is that Warlock? I don't know. I can't tell. Or is that? I think it's Warlock. It's hard to say.
It's Rogue and Priest.
Oh, Rogan Priest. So return an enemy minion to your hand. Wow. So literally is steel. All right. Yeah. That's a little expensive, but if towards
I would say this is prohibitively expensive.
yeah, way expensive. If it was 4 or less, it'd probably be much, much better. I mean, 5 mana. Yeah, you take something off the board, but you don't get a discount on it. You don't do anything. So if you get a 10 drop, you can't. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's expensive.
In a lot of cases, I think in a lot of cases this compares very unfavorably to Shattered Reflections.
Yeah,
right?
it does. The only thing is,
you're paying a lot for that.
You are, yeah.
Double as a removal.
The only class is Rogue could do prep to discount it, then it's not so bad. But then you have to have 2 cards for one, both in hand. So yeah, too expensive. But Rogue could definitely cheat it at its cost, so it'll be a little bit better. Yeah, it's too expensive for Priest, dude. Unless there's some other cards that discount spells, which is a possibility. I know Wild has it, so yeah, definitely interesting. I think it's just better to probably just destroy the thing and stuff like that. I mean, if you got a huge discount,
probably better stuff to do.
Yeah, if you got a discount on it, like discount 3 or something like that, then it would probably be much better on the actual minion you steal. 2 mana, 2/2 Rogue and Priest again. Hidden Gem. Stealth at the start of your turn. Restore 2 health to all other friendly creatures. Oh, okay. You're guaranteed to get heals. Priest will definitely love it. Rogue, maybe not so much. Oh, it's elemental, so maybe they'll mess around. They do like the stealth synergy, so there is that. We'll see.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're playing against like anybody that's trying to burn you out, any deck where it's more important where it's more important to like stabilize your life total than stabilize the board, don't you just leave the stealth forever?
Yes, you do. Never
like,
had to.
good.
Yeah, it's not bad actually. Interesting.
Just permanently have like even if you're ignoring like healing your minions, like there's just some matchups where like leaving this stealth to heal yourself every turn is kind of crazy.
Yeah, especially Rogue, since Rogue tends to have issues against aggro. Yeah, I like it. Interesting. Both classes will definitely having, there's a lot more synergies with the Priest for it than Rogue. All right, well, we already reviewed those 2 cards. Very nice. Then last but not least, 4 mana, 4/4. Glowstone. Interesting. Lifesteal. Ooh, that's always good for Priest. Quick Draw. Oh, wow, nice. A Quick Draw. First one we've seen for this mini set. Deal 5 damage. 4 and Forge. Change Quick Draw to... Wow. So if you don't get the Quick Draw synergy, you can Forge this and get... This is definitely going to see play for Priest. I like it. Damn, dude. Good. Very good card. And I love how they're doing this kind of mixture stuff. So that's kind of cool to see that they're not afraid to mix things up. Priest cards, all of them are pretty good. The only one that's sus is a steal. A little bit too expensive for the Priest. Rogue can cheat it out a little bit cheaper, but yeah. All of them are good. Ooh, Rogue, we're pretty much done with all these. For all of them, all those 4 we've talked about. The only one we need to talk about here is the Fool's Gold, 1 mana. Get a random golden pirate and elemental from other classes. Well, there is the thief or burglar kind of rogue, so I could see them wanting to do this. I mean, it gives you stuff, but obviously it's random, right? So it could be a 10 drop.
Yeah.
I like it, and it fits our combo. But will it see play though? It depends. What's Rogue doing these days? I forget.
Mel, that's a great question. What is Rogue doing?
Yeah, so I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, you're right.
Who really knows?
So they're at one card. The Fool's Gold's okay. Their set overall is pretty good. Steel's a little expensive, but
Looking
the
for
rest,
stuff too.
yeah. Kind of weird that the Rogue kind of didn't get their own stuff. Everything's multi-classics. Yeah, everything except for the Fool's Gold.
Well, no, every class got 2 dual class cards for each of their pairings, and then 1 card that's just theirs.
Ah, you're right. Interesting. The Rogue's
It just so happens that we already talked about Demon Hunter
yeah,
and
makes
Priest.
this review so much easier, Rev. Yeah, the Rogue did okay. I think it's Fool's Gold's iffy, but we'll see. Definitely a good arena card though. If you get that, because
Yeah,
arena's all
Skulker is definitely really strong.
yes, sir.
I like Hidden Gem too.
Yep. Aftershock, a Shaman Warrior nature spell. Wow, Warrior getting access to nature spells. So deal 1 damage to all minions 3 times. Cost 2 less if you've cast a spell last turn. Wow. Well, yeah, even without the 3 reduction, that's pretty damn good. Plus,
Yeah, this is really good. 'Cause
really
it cleans
good.
up. It's gonna clean up a lot of Death Rattles and Reborn and
Yes,
Divine Shield
sir.
and all that nonsense. All that stuff that usually doesn't die to board clears.
Yeah, both classes will definitely be interested in it. Yep. Not much else to say with that. It's a really good card. And we get a totem here for Shaman and, of course, and wow, the Warrior. Wow, okay. So at the end of your turn, gain 2 armor and draw. Well, and that power creep. What was that one that was 3
Power creep
mana?
over outside.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah,
3
man.
mana, right? That's if I
You know what's
remember.
funny is like I'm not even sure this is good enough at 2 mana.
Wow, really? The only thing is
Funny thing.
Warrior has synergy with armor, so you have to keep that in mind. But maybe you're right.
Yeah. Like it fits Warrior a little bit better because like Shaman kind of wants to be developing the board,
Yeah. There is
fighting
the
for the board. So
there
this is a little more of a Warrior thing. Like, oh, I'm going to clear the board and then play my like, Rock
Yep.
Totem and hope it draws multiple cards
Yep.
as you defend it with weapons and taunts and stuff. That fits the Warrior game plan
Game
a little
plan
bit
much
more.
better. There is in Wild, there is that Totem Shaman, even Totem Shaman, so they might be interested in that because they use a lot of
Yeah, that's a good point.
yeah, because they could buff it, give it attack. So yeah, more probably Shaman would love that in Wild than standard. Yeah, but definitely Warrior.
Yeah, but yeah, historically speaking, we know from Mana Tide Totem that like
It didn't
3
even
mana is it's just too much of a do nothing
yes, sir.
to draw a card. So I suspect all these years later, with how much power creep there's been in the game, 2 mana is now too slow for this kind of effect.
Yes, sir.
I think that's a reasonable assumption.
That sucks. It should be 1. If it was 1, it'd probably be good enough. Shoot, 1 and draw a card. Yeah, it'd be extremely. Well, it'd probably be broken at 1. All right, so we.
It would be really insane because then you just play it on 1, and if your opponent's playing a slow deck, then you just get farmed. Like
Yes,
3 draw.
sir. Get a good amount of armor, some card draw. It'd be OP. We already covered those amazing cards. Well, not the 3 mana, but the legendary is just amazing. Next up, digging straight down 4 mana, deal 8 damage to minion, escalated treasure wall. Yeah, that's hard removal.
Totally reasonable.
Yes, sir. And it's going to remove anything by turn 4 and 5 anyway, so it's good. Warlock, we've covered pretty much everything except for their own card, which is a 2 mana 2/1 Death Rattle, Battlecry Death Rattle, draw a card, deal 2 damage to your hero. Wasn't there a card very similar to this that did the same thing on turn 2? They had some years back, except for it didn't have a Death Rattle. The power creep's real, man.
All Warlock cards draw cards.
The only thing is, this is
That's all I know.
I know, right? This is 4 damage, though. It's a lot. But if you think about it, it's using your hero power twice.
What's also a lot is drawing 2 cards.
And it's probably going to be good enough because you don't have to hero power. Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Yeah, yes. Not bad. I want to pay this in Warlock and in Wild, because it does
Yeah.
both the things, man. It draws you cards and it does damage.
Yes, sir. Pain Warlock
You
used to be pretty
draw
decent.
your Molten Giants and Flesh Giants and play them for free.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Complete your quest.
Qu-
The game.
and
Do all the
when-
things.
Yes, sir. It's a good card, and their
Damn it.
other cards are good
So you
too.
can heal yourself and play Happy Ghoul for free. Oh god, it does everything.
It's funny. It'll be good. We should play some Wild
Deck's
eventually.
still really way. Like, yeah, that's like my go-to deck when I just want to mess around. Wild is Pain Warlock. That deck is so fun. Like,
Yeah.
when you play the Murloc that makes your next Murloc
Oh
cost
yeah.
health, and then you play Gigafin that eats their board.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We used to do.
Like,
oh man, that brings back memories.
and your opponent's like not playing priest or warrior, like they just lose.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so good. Yeah, I remember that. It's like, oh yeah, let's win the game. Keep that and that. We got the combo. Thinking of combos here. Look at this. The warrior. We've already talked about those great cards. Only one is a location. A little iffy, but and of course the totem might be something the warrior is interested in. The other two definitely real strong. But this deep minor brand, 6 mana, 2/4, horrible stats. But Battlecry, it's Highlander. If your deck has no duplicates, your Battlecries trigger twice for the rest of the game. All right. The only thing is, how many Battlecries does Warrior really have? And it's gonna be Highlander, so. But it is a very strong card, obviously. But dude, this with Brand, so imagine Brand and Wild. Oh man, that's some insane synergies. But yeah, but in Standard, is there a lot of great? I mean, I know there's the armor one for attack. So yeah, there's definitely some, but this is Highlander though. Maybe you won't go all in Highlander and have this as your late game. But even then, the only thing too though, Rev, is on turn 6 you play a 2/4 that doesn't really do anything to help you.
See, that's like what are you doubling battle cries? That's a legitimate concern. But like, yeah, my concern is like how often does paying 6 mana for this to get you killed?
Yeah. I don't know. I think if it was 3 mana, it'd be freaking insane, right? Like the original. Yeah. But I like it, but I think his stats.
That's the thing too. It's not it's not just playing it on turn 6 and dying. It's also like if you play it later in the game, it limits, like you can't actually play anything that expensive alongside it.
Yeah, so it's very. I mean, I like it. We'll definitely see some shenanigans, but we'll have to see. And is Highlander Warrior a thing right now? Is that its only payoff card? I think.
I think it's payoff. Yeah. Well, there's a neutral payoff we'll talk about in a minute, but
oh man, it's an interesting card. We're gonna have to. Might be a sleeper hit, or we'll see. But a 6 mana 2/4. I mean,
dude, I feel like literally all these dual class warrior cards are better as warrior cards.
Yeah, I agree. Like that totem, I don't think the shaman's interested.
With the possible exception of Burning Heart, because I think Burning Heart's just crazy overall.
Yeah.
But,
all right.
Yeah, Aftershocks and Rock are feel like more like warrior cards than shaman cards.
Yes, sir. It's interesting, and which is cool. I like warrior getting some. God, we're gonna play some warrior one of these days. Neutral cards. Here we go. We got the neutral legendary, which is interesting. She was in World of Warcraft. She was kind of cool. 7 mana, 7/5.
Like Top of the Hut, man.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting. Big, huge elemental lord that wasn't bent on killing people, which is unusual because the rest of them all want to kill everyone, but not her. 7 mana, 7/5. Horrible health, but decent attack. Taunt. Okay. Death Rattle with a taunt. That makes it a little bit better because then people have to deal with it no matter what. Can't ignore it unless you silence it, but silence hasn't really been a thing for a while. Double the stats of all your elementals in your hand and deck. So definitely elemental support. Probably better for wild than... But I think elemental shaman's a thing, right? Or something like that. Or mage. This would definitely be better in wild, dude. I like this. Will it see play in standard right now, though? We'll have to wait out to see what
If you play this in wild, you're gonna get killed the next turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're probably not
It's
gonna.
too slow to get value out of this.
But what about
I
standard?
do like that a lot of these. I do like that a lot of these hand buff cards these days, though. Like they know that buffing your deck is weak, so
Yep.
now buff your hand and your deck at least.
Yep. I
Get
like
some
it.
faster return on investment, but still very
Very, very.
definitely gonna get you killed sometimes.
At least it has taunt, so it eats up some damage. But yeah, you're right. We'll have to see if elemental mage or elemental shaman's the thing. 756. Okay, not the best. Battlecry. Oh, here's a payoff. If your deck has no duplicates, discover an elemental to summon and add the others to your hand. Very. I like this
Big value
payoff.
play.
Yeah, because you could summon the best elemental you possibly can, and then whatever is left goes to your hand. Yeah, I like it. And they'll probably see play in the other Highlander decks, possibly if there's room. Yeah, I like it. Remember, rotation's coming, so definitely gonna be more room soon. Yeah, not a good,
So
not bad
the
card.
best pull is Neptulon, right?
Yep. Oh yes, because you get
Summon
the
Nep-
yep.
Neptulon and get the hands and clear their board probably.
Oh wow, you're right. I forgot about him being there. And
Kinda
then
crazy.
Alacure's decent too for Shaman. Yeah, it's gonna be a good card. Can't wait to see it. Looks like Elementals might be a thing this year, coming up with a new set. Who knows? They seem to be kind of prepping for it because remember, sometimes they get these cards before their rest of the synergy or sets planned ahead of. All right, so next set or two might really add Elementals to the mix. It's 3 mana for 3, pretty standard affair. Death Threat. I'll give each of your minions a random bonus effect. That's good, but the only problem is it can be played around a lot, right? But your opponent could clear the board or
Yeah.
minimal. If it was a battle cry, it'd be better. Yeah. What do you think about this?
Yeah, so this is I guess the ideal spot for this is some kind of zoo deck, and you're hoping that you have initiative and you can choose the trade. And if
Yes.
you can choose the trade, this is pretty good.
A lot
But
of
if
what
you're going
ifs.
second, or your opponent's already flipped the board, or you draw this
Yeah.
too late, it's yeah, we've had cards like this before, like like adapt all your minions. Like I'm thinking of like Gentle Megasaur. Although that was a battle cry at least.
Yeah, if it was a battle cry, this would be a lot better. And it's elemental, so who knows?
Also, I can't believe I remembered the name of Gentle Megasaur.
Yeah,
Like 8 years
God, it's
ago.
been a long time since that's been in standard. It'd be
Dude.
cool if it came back. Maybe it will. Oh, yes, this card's iffy.
Yeah, I would say probably too slow.
Yeah, too slow. If it was a battle cry, it'd be much, much better. But yeah, it's a little bit. Love the art though. Next up is another elemental 3/2. It's a spider battle cry. If you played an elemental last turn, draw a card. Okay. Well, yeah, it's really good. If you could play it a 1-drop elemental, a 2-drop. Yeah, it's not bad. A little situational, but
Yeah, so it's good for keeping your curve going, your
it is.
elemental chain going, right?
And if you get it late, you maybe since mid to late game, if worst case scenario, you could draw a card as well. All right, not bad. Stone Drake, 6 mana, 2/8. Ooh, really good health. Elemental Dragon, Divine Shield, Taunt, and Lifesteal. Cannot be targeted by. Well, it has a lot going on, so it cannot be killed easily. It has to be traded into. And the only thing is, it's a little low on attack, but it's a beefy boy. This kind of eats up aggro pretty good. Yeah, I like this. Well, let's see play. Maybe not a dedicated elemental shaman deck. Not shaman, not elemental deck, but not bad.
Just like the art and the effect and everything just reminds me, like this is such a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like
Yeah.
make a dragon and give it all the effect.
Yeah. Definitely interesting. I wish it was a little bit higher attack though. It's not gonna be trading into anything.
Yeah, I mean, you probably heal for 6 on average.
Yeah, that 8 health is amazing, dude. Yeah, you're right. And they can't ping it.
Yeah, the low attack is opponent doesn't have to trade much into it. They don't have to lose too much into trading into it, right?
True.
That's the issue.
Yeah, maybe Druid be interesting. I think the Druid has a better dragons they could be playing.
Definitely a good elemental to double stats with
Oh yeah.
Therazine,
Oh
though.
yeah. Yeah.
That
Imagine.
that could help you stat wise.
Imagine that.
Or 16 divine shield
Oh
combos too.
wow.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a lot of
They can't
healing.
cast a spell under rails.
It's gonna be good stuff. Well, that was a pretty fast rev. Yeah, that was good. And then you could buy it for 2,000 gold or 14.99, I believe. So yeah, it's a mini set's coming, and you're right. Some of these are pretty freaking powerful. You're right. It's gonna be interesting to see which of these cards are the ones that are gonna be nerfed first. But yeah, they're really good. I like this mini set. It's doing a lot of cool things. Because sometimes the mini sets
Yeah.
are a little bit but this mini set looks like it'll shake stuff up. Plus, it's on the eve of a rotation, so some of these cards are gonna be really, really good.
Who do you think got the strongest cards overall?
I say Paladin got really, really good because that one legendary dude is just so powerful.
Yeah.
Paladin, I say,
I would say Demon Hunter.
yeah, Demon Hunter got really, really good.
Like all those cards, with the possible exception of Crimson Expanse, the location. All these cards are really strong. I think
Yeah.
especially Fell Fissure.
Oh yeah, Fell Fisher's
It's a board
really, really good.
clear that then makes it really awkward for your opponent to
Yep.
develop more stuff. And Paladin Shaman auto lose against it. So
Yes, sir. Druid got decent cards as well. Yeah, they all did. Yeah, but definitely, I think you're right that the Demon Hunter got the strongest, but the rest are pretty decent. It's Paladin, that one legendary, though, man. And it's good for Shaman, too. So, yeah, it's good
Hunter
stuff.
really good too. 'Cause
Oh,
they
yeah,
already
yeah.
Kinda,
Don't
they
forget
got
about
they got 3 cards that already support what they want to be doing.
Yes, sir. Yeah, good mini set. It's going to be fun. It's going to mix things up. So, it doesn't really give any pre-existing, like Druid didn't get any more, what's it called? Dragons, but they don't really need it. And then, yeah, it's cool. I like this Trog here. This Gem Tosser is going to be really interesting. And this Crystal one's going to be really, really good. Yeah, I like it. But yeah, Demon Hunter got probably the strongest. And it's going to be interesting. But that
Also, it's kind of funny that Kaleidostor comes back and it's just a rare this time.
That is funny.
Lost its legendary status.
Yes, it is. Power creep's real.
Like, you know what, that card was never any good anyways. Make it a rare.
Very cool, Rev. I appreciate the time. So we'll see. We'll see which is the clear winner. But Demon Hunter looks very strong. Hunter, I think Druid's got some good stuff as well. It's gonna be interesting. I like the Death Knight's Crusher weapon. That's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. And yeah, good times. All right, guys, we will be back and maybe we play some new cards once it comes out. It's this week, right? I think later this week. So we'll see.
This Thursday.
Yeah, this Thursday. All right, guys, take care and see you next time.